Over the past 10 years, Rwanda's financial landscape has seen a tremendous transformation driven by the country's development blueprints, the Vision 2050, and the National Strategies for Transformation, which emphasize the role of financial inclusion and digital transformation in achieving high income status by 2050. Rwanda's broad financial sector includes traditional banks, insurance companies, pension funds, microfinance banks and institutions, and a growing fintech sector. To encourage more citizens to use the financial system, the government has placed a high priority on financial inclusion in collaboration with a range of stakeholders and prioritized building a robust digital public infrastructure through initiatives such as digital identification, online government services, and the National Payment Switch, which have positioned Rwanda as a leader in financial and technology digitization. To further these achievements, the government is launching a National Fintech Strategy, whose vision is to enable a thriving fintech ecosystem in Rwanda, thereby positioning the country as Africa's leading fintech hub. The strategy was developed by the government of Rwanda through its institutions in collaboration with the private sector and the civil society.
The fintech strategy is basically a guiding policy that focuses on basically building and enabling the financial technology ecosystem here in Rwanda with the aim of driving financial inclusion as well as digital inclusion, and of course taking into consideration increasing financial literacy here in Rwanda. The strategy has two main objectives. One is to foster innovation into the financial sector using technology with the aim of actually driving economic growth. And the second main goal is to actually position Rwanda as the launchpad for innovation within the financial sector, within fintech, as we call it.
To achieve these objectives, the National Fintech Strategy will set out to implement priorities in 6 key industry areas.
The first one is financial literacy, basically focusing on driving that inclusion. So how do we ensure that no one is left behind in terms of knowing basic financial products? The second area would be what we call demand generation. This will involve partnering with accelerators. How do we build acceleration programs for fintech companies or startups? And how do we also start building or creating a framework for funding so that the startups within fintech know that they can use Rwanda because funding is available, or you have investment funds that focus on fintech. And the third area would be digital infrastructure. The country has done quite a number of efforts in driving smartphone penetration. And the other main part under the infrastructure is also having a data repository. Where do fintechs or innovators find data to actually use to drive a solution or to innovate? And the fourth area is talent. How do you build a talent pipeline of financial technology skills? Could be in financial sector, could be in technology. And how do you even start beyond building a talent pipeline by building programs at university that drives into the fintech programs? The fifth one is regulatory clarity. So financial technology is also an area that is, I would say, heavily regulated because it's using technology to manage money in different places. So here in Rwanda would be on first clarifying or making it clear on the regulation aspect so that anyone who is in the sector, they know where to find or understand how to get a license. So how do we enhance that regulatory landscape for them and make it easier for them to actually, test their idea, thrive, and then go into the market and start operating. The last area would be around innovation. And this is where you start seeing some diversification of different products under fintech, such as agriculture technology, health technology, and most importantly, RegTech, regulation technology.
The National Fintech Strategy is expected to contribute significantly to Rwanda's economic growth through creating jobs, fostering competitive fintech startups and increasing the fintech adoption rate, attracting investment for Rwanda's fintechs to scale, and most importantly, boosting Rwanda's position as a fintech hub on the continent through the Findexable global ranking.
The Secretariat will be coordinating different institutions in terms of achieving the national key objectives. It may seem a lot of work, but this is something that has started already, and it's going to take us 5 years to implement. It seems long, but I believe it's going to be achieved because it has started already.
The work is underway, but success will only be assured through collaboration. Join us in creating an inclusive and prosperous future for Rwandans.